Vanderbilt knocks off 10th ranked LSU at home in Nashville, and they prove Nick Saban wrong once again in the process. So just full clarity, I am a lifelong Vanderbilt fan. We don't really cover Vanderbilt too much on this channel. We're all everything NFL and college football. But I mean, of course, listen, Vanderbilt has been irrelevant for a long time. Now, I am a lifelong Vanderbilt fan. Born into it, been to countless amount of games, and that's just my team, and I'm with them through the thick and the thin, and it's an incredible time right now to be a Vanderbilt fan. And if you are a Vandy fan out there, enjoy it, relish it, and just celebrate in the moment. Be proud of this football team. Be proud of Clark Lee and everything that he's accomplished. And I wouldn't mind now, I kind of want to break down Diego Pavia's play in this game. We might do some film breakdowns in that. But the biggest point of this video, I was watching College Gameday, and they were choosing, Vanderbilt was the first time in 1945 that they were a favorite versus a ranked opponent. They were a 1.5 point favorite at home versus 10th ranked LSU. First time since 1945. It's the first time they beat LSU since 1990. I'm 34 years old. I was born in 91. So this is the first time I get to see them beat LSU. And then it's the first time they've been 6-1 since 1950, I believe. But this morning, College Gameday, everybody chose Vanderbilt to beat LSU except for one, and it's Nick Saban. And we all know the famous quote that he said a year ago, that there's always one easy place to win, or you get one extra home game, something like that, and that's when you go to Nashville. And then they played that on the Jumbotron when Vanderbilt beat number 1 ranked Alabama last year, and he had to basically chew his words on that. And Vanderbilt came up short against Alabama 2 weeks ago, and really had, if you just look at it from the score, you don't know how that game played out. Turnovers in the red zone cost them, and it always costs a team. You just got to protect the ball at the end of the day, and Diego would like to have those back. He didn't see that guy behind him when he fumbled, and then he lost that guy when he threw the post route to Stowers and ended up being picked, and it cost him. It cost him the game. But this team continues for the past 2 years under Clark Lee and Diego Pavia to be able to just move on to the next play, move on to the next game, and they played a hell of a game today. But I'm watching College Gameday, and I'm seeing everybody choose Vanderbilt. Nick Saban gets up there, and he chooses LSU, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Vanderbilt's always the underdog, and this is weird territory, seeing them be a favorite and seeing people pick them to win, and I always prefer to be the underdog. But Pat McAfee, after Nick Saban chose Vanderbilt, Pat McAfee said, "You never choose Vanderbilt, do you?" And this is what Nick Saban said. I don't have it pulled up, so I'm going to paraphrase, but I know I'm very close. He said something along the lines of, "Look, Vanderbilt's doing a lot of great things, and it's great to see them. But for many years, for his lifetime, Vanderbilt has been the bottom of the barrel, has been the easy out for other SEC teams." And he said, "I just can't wrap my mind around Vanderbilt being good, so I can't pick them. I'm going LSU." And I love it. Vanderbilt was able to prove, once again, Nick Saban wrong once again, and prove a lot of people wrong. And this was a massive game. Vanderbilt's now 6-1. And if you don't respect him, if you don't respect Diego Pavia, you do not like him all you want, but you got to respect the game, and you got to respect what this team is doing. What Vanderbilt has been for the past 100 years has no reflection on this Vanderbilt team right now. And I'm just proud of them. I'm proud as a Vanderbilt fan. And seeing them go out there with confidence, people laughed in the face of Diego Pavia and Clark Lee when they said all their goals. And listen, I'm not a guy out here who said Vanderbilt's going to win the national championship. They're going to do this and do that. Of course, I've been a Vanderbilt fan my whole life. That's never been something that's even been feasible. But the only way you can get something truly done is by changing the culture and believing it. And you got to be a little bit crazy to change something like Vanderbilt. But belief is so powerful. And you can see it in that locker room right now. I don't know what the rest of the season holds. They've got like the second hardest schedule in the SEC. They gotta go to Texas, I believe, next. Then you got Auburn, and then Kentucky is never it's always a tough out, things like that. Then you got Tennessee at Knoxville. So like, who knows? But this, what Nick Saban said this morning, is a correlation of like just living in the past. And I made a video about Kurt Signetti, inking that deal, and that Indiana locked down their coach and locked down national championship chances. People don't think Indiana can win it. It's a different era of college football. This is the NIL and transfer portal era. And NIL is an equalizer. If universities are willing to put money where their mouth are, they're doing it. And you're seeing parity now across college football. And Indiana's pouring in money. Vanderbilt is pouring in money. And they're getting better talent. And then when you pair that with great coaching, I mean, anything can happen, and you're seeing it. And it's just, you have to take a step back, and it is tough. And that is what this program, that is what these coaches, that is what those players are doing right now. They don't care about the last 100 or so years. They care about the now and perception and changing that. Once again, people need to continue to think that way, because it's not going to affect this team. And today, they got the last laugh on Nick Saban once again. I'm proud of that football team. I'm proud to be a Vanderbilt fan. Congrats to that Vanderbilt football team. Congrats to that offense, that defense, that special teams, because they won it in 3 phases. And if you're a Vanderbilt fan out there, enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's a fun time. Don't know how the rest of the season is going to. Enjoy the moment right now, because that's great. But if there's one thing to be certain, this Vanderbilt team's going to fight every single weekend, and they've got a legitimate chance to roll into Texas and get that win, as they just fell short against Texas at home last year. It's a fun time. Nick Saban, once again, you're wrong. And I'm glad Vanderbilt was able to prove that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. As always, stay humble, stay kind, subscribe to this channel. A lot of football breakdowns. Until next time, stay humble, stay kind. Peace.